Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to teach you how to subtract fractions. So as I done in a previous video on how to add fractions, and also this is by the way with different denominators. So yeah. Anyways, so let's say our problem was and also there's two methods that I know of that you can do. I'm pretty sure there are more, but these are the ones I like to use. So, let's say 5/7 minus 2/8. That sounds good. Okay, so, oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so what we're gonna do is in the last one. So what you do is the first step is to multiply the denominators. So 7 times 8 is 56. Okay, next, this is the key thing in subtraction. This is like if you watch my last video on how to add fractions, you know you can do this diagonal step, which I'm going to explain in a second. This diagonal step you can do in any order, but for subtraction, that's not the case. You have to subtract the bigger one. So like 5 times 8, which is, let me just do that. And also, I'll just explain what we're doing. So this is step 2. You do this denominator multiplied by the opposite numerator, and you get 5 times 8, which is 40. And also, actually, yeah, let me explain that in just 1 sec. And then after that, you do the other, like there's basically kind of create an x and multiplying. So 7 times 2, which is 14. Okay, now, oh yeah, I forgot to do that. So what you're gonna do, first things first, is as you can see, we have a 40 and a 14. Now, we cannot do 14 over minus 40. I mean, we can, but the thing is, what's going to happen is it's going to be a negative numerator, and that's going to get a bit complicated, so we don't want that to happen. So, we just do this one minus this one. So, 40 minus 14, which you put here. And also, let me just explain. So, you take these two results, like when you multiply denominator by numerator, you take these two and you get, do whatever the symbol is. Like since we're subtracting these, you subtract them. And since for subtraction, you have to do the bigger ones minus the smaller one. So 40 minus 14, which I'm not going to write here, I'm just going to write it right away, which is 26. So 26 over 56. And now we just need to simplify. So also forgive me if I can't see anything. I'm just really slow at simplifying. I'm bad at it. I think we have to do it by 2. Yeah, we have to do it by 2. So 13 over, because 13 is prime, so 13 over 28, I believe. Let's see, is that correct? Yeah, 28. So 13 over 28 should be our final answer. Okay, now moving on to method 2, not step 2, method 2. Another method is, and for this method, just to show it, I'm going to use a different problem because you can't apply this method on this. So let's think. Let's do 5/8 minus actually no, not 5/8. Let's do, because that's going to be bad for the problem. Let's not do 5/8. This is 7/8. You know, I'll just write it all over again because I don't have an eraser on the back of my pencil. So it's 7/8. And sorry, my fingers are kind of blocking the camera. 7/8 and what was I thinking? 3/4. Now this is, yeah, so now we're subtracting. So this trick is basically kind of with simplifying, which I'm going to make a video on. So also this is not a part of that fraction thing. I forgot what it's called. It's a subtraction sign. So let me just make it a bit longer. There. So this is like simplifying because if you didn't know, if you multiply any fraction by one whole, like one whole, let me not write it here. Like one whole is like 1 over 1. So a 1 whole would be like that, or like that, something like that. So you just multiply 1 whole. So if you multiply it by 1 over 1, you just get 3 over 4. So there's really no point in doing that. So let's try 2 over 2. And this would obviously work. Because 4 times 2 is 8. 3 times 2 is 6. You get 6 over 8. And now the 8 becomes, what do you call that? Common, which is just easy. Now you get the answer as 1/8. Okay? But we have to make sure, like, keep one thing clear. Like, I mean, you could multiply, you can either multiply this one or divide it. So basically what I'm saying is, if one of the denominators, like if you have subtraction with 2 different denominators, and this also works in addition, but since we're talking about subtraction, if you have 2 different denominators in subtraction, and one is a multiple of the other, or one is the factor of other, like 4 is a factor of 8, and 8 is a multiple of 4, then the smaller one or the bigger one depends. If it's the smaller one, you multiply. If it's the bigger one, you divide. But I suggest always do the smaller one because it might just get confusing. You can multiply that by a certain number. So basically what you do is you just kind of divide, or 4 times 2 is 8. So 4 times 2 over 8. And since we know we have to multiply by 1 whole, the numerator automatically becomes a 2. And then we get 6 over 8. So we got 1 over 8. Sorry, that's kind of going into the answer box. Let me write it here. 1 over 8 is our final answer, guys. Oh, yeah. And if you go... Oh, yeah. I thought I got the wrong answer for a second. And this is different because this is a different problem. This is a different one, too. So 1/8 and 13 over 20. Okay, guys. That's it for today's video. This is how to subtract fractions. Bye, and I'll see you in another one.